Hello and welcome back to the Pokemon Blazing Emerald playthrough. This is part 21. In this episode we are starting things off in the chaos of torrential downpours, droughts, the legendary Pokemon are released, we have Kyogre and Groudon fighting in Sootopolis at the moment, but who cares about any of that? We have a brand new Pokemon team, right? We have a good old team recap to start things off because we have ourselves, first of all, a brand new Dragapult on our team, a freshly evolved mild nature with Technician, Dragon and Fire typing, and it is here to absolutely annihilate people. 172 special attack. You're going to see some high numbers for these stats, that's all I'm going to say. Holding the King's Rock because it does have that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful move, Devil Darts, which is a 2-hit move. I don't know if it's going to count for King's Rock twice, but depending on what kind of King's Rock we're using, how the game interacts with it and stuff like that, it might. So I decided it was worth it. Plus, we're really fast. 20% is better than nothing and not having a Hellbang. We also still have Shockwave. Technician boosted makes it a base 90 power move, remember, so that is pretty damn decent. We have Dragon Pulse, which isn't the best option for a move that I could have. I did accidentally get rid of Dragon Breath for this, and Dragon Breath was boosted by Technician, meaning it is slightly better because it has the paralysis chance. But regardless, still a decent move. And then we have Overheat too. Honestly, it's just kind of here, because Devil Darts is realistically going to do better than it, other than... Actually, wait, I only just realized Devil Darts is physical. I did not realize Devil Darts was physical until now. It's still a decent move because of its just sheer base power and how it interacts with Technician, but it is a physical move. That is yeah, that's not good. Anyway, moving on, we also have Patches, the Lanturn, who is a little bit different than a normal Lanturn. This is a Ghost Lanturn. Water and Ghost type, clear body, neutral nature, massive special attack stat. For reference, higher than the Dragapult with a plus special attack nature? What? I don't understand. Its speed, average tier, defense is not the best, HP pretty good honestly, 174 is not bad HP for level 50. We have the Quick Claw to hopefully get some attacks off quicker. We have Dive, we have Surf because we need those for HMs. We have a move called Siphon, which works how Absorb works, I assume. Haven't actually clicked the move yet and find out, which is, you know, big base power, slightly low accuracy, but the healing I feel like will be worth it. And then we also have Abyssal Lure, which sharply raises our special attack if it gets the kill. So think of it like Fell Stinger, the way that move works. If you KO a Pokemon with it, you get a massive stat boost. So, Abyssal Lure is physical, which is a bit unfortunate. It means we can't just spam it on things, you know, getting incredibly, incredibly strong. But, decent. Next, the lad, Goolossal. Goom. The timid nature. We have Regalia, which converts normal type moves to fairy moves. And we have the Silk Scarf. I don't know if that's going to interact with it or not, but I don't have any other items, so I just put it there on the off chance that maybe it's buggy and it interacts nicely. I don't know. Again, 174 special attack, massive attack stat, 302 HP. Just a casual amount of HP that a level 100 would have at level 50, as you do. Decent defenses, but low speed. We have Maya Surge, which is base 100 power, 100 accuracy, normal type special move, but obviously that has changed to a fairy type move. We basically only have fairy type moves, but it can also lower things speed. You have Dazzle Dust, which is the Tapu's signature move, essentially, that just halves HP. We have Recover, because why wouldn't we want to be bulkier? We're a fat old blob. We are a queen, or king, whichever. I don't actually know the gender of my Pokemon. We are a king. And then we have Moonrazor, which is just a really good fairy type move. Other than that, nothing too crazy. I taught Earthquake to Dodrio. I gave a Poison Barb to Silviper because, I mean, it's better than not having any item at all. No real changes to any of the others other than that, though. Those are our 3 new members of the team, which I am kind of excited to use. We aren't done quite yet, though. I know this is a long intro to an episode, but we do have, first of all, the Chinchou, which I feel like is important to show off because it is pretty. That also needed to be shown, okay? This is the Hoenn Form of Chinchou. I also called it Patches. I sort of picked whichever one I thought was going to be better. This one actually had a plus special attack nature. I didn't know its stats until I evolved it because I was being dumb. It evolves by Duskstone, by the way, and I only have 1. So I made my decision, and you know what? It's not the end of the world. I don't like having negative defense natures at the end of the day, so this is fine. But yeah, that is the team at the moment. For right now, though, we're going to go ahead and start making our way over to Sootopolis, because we do have ourselves a little bit of chaos happening. Just a little bit of a downpour. You know, it happens, right? It's fine. It's fine. By the way, if you're wondering why the Goolossal does have an absolutely massive HP stat, I did train them. I did go to the EV training place, and I did train them up, because I thought, you know, we may as well max out their crazy good stats. So, you know, the 184 special attack on that Lanturn, it's got some absolutely nuts special attack stats, so, like, yeah. 252 speed, 252 special attack, 150 HP on this one, 252 attack. Jesus, why are they positioned this way? 252 HP, 252 special attack on the Goolossal. You get the idea. They are very, very strong Pokemon. They are EV trained, and they are here to absolutely destroy things. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and start making our way over to Sootopolis, where all of the chaos is happening. So, let's go ahead and wiggle our way a bit to the left to make sure that we're in the right area. And we want to make sure that we end up... we need to be a little bit further to the left, right? Right here will do. We can dive on down. I did go ahead and grab the Hoenn Chinchou pretty much here in the underwater part. There is still the seal that we can go ahead and grab. There's 3 Hoenn forms remaining that we haven't caught. One of them is the seal and Dugong, which we've seen on basically all of Team Aqua's members, so I'm not super in the need to catch that immediately. It's not like we're, you know, craving that Pokemon above all else. And then we also have an Onix and a Quillfish, which we can go ahead and get. One of them is a Super Rod on Route 134 by Pacific Log, I think that's the Quillfish, and then the Onix is in Shoal Cave. Both of which we can get. At the moment, though, we have brand new patches to show off. It's fine. We have our Pokemon. Honestly, I feel like my my Lanturn could destroy both Kyogre and a Groudon, probably in the same Surf. You know, a rain-boosted Surf with Stab would still do a decent amount to Kyogre. I'd like to see the fight, personally. Although, if the Kyogre has Thunder, maybe not, actually. You know, I'd like to reconsider. I no longer agree with the thoughts that I just had, because I did just remember the Thunder as a move, and that's a scary move. I do want to go into this Pokemon Center and use the Pokemon Center, just because I like having it, like, in the back of my mind that I've been here. You know, realistically, you only have to enter the city to get Fly to work. But I just like using the Pokemon Center. I don't know. I don't know if that was like a fan game that I played at one point, that you had to use the Pokemon Center in order to fly to a city or something. Or maybe there was like an outskirts to a city and an inner part to a city or something, but either way. In my mind now I just go, hey, go use the Pokemon Center. It'll be better for everyone. On the last tile that we can encounter Pokemon, our repel wore off. Perfect. There's Pokemon fighting. Groudon and Kyogre. The 2 super ancient Pokemon were awakened from a long sleep, and now they're smashing each other with uncontrollable energy. Carlos, you being here now, I'll take to mean that you're prepared to become involved in this crisis. Well then, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Come with me, please. We're going to the Cave of Origin. And while I have talked a lot about Hoenn forms, and I have really focused on Hoenn forms, there is also still a couple of fake mon that we can get. Some of them I'm definitely not gonna get. Like, I know there's an evolution for Kakuna and Metapod into, like... I don't remember exactly. I think the Metapod evolves into a pink Butterfree, and I remember that the Kakuna evolves into something to do with drills. Drillkuna, maybe? Something like that. I'm not entirely sure of its name, but... those are a pain. They would require me to breed, and I can't be bothered to do that. Others, I might go ahead and grab though. Cave of Origin. I'm assuming there's not going to be anything too crazy in here, because I know where all of the Hoenn forms are at this point, so I'm assuming this place is just going to be Zubats. And I'm going to be honest, I don't need Zubats right now. Hey. 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 Ah, so you're Carlos. I've heard tales of your exploits. My name is Wallace. I was once the gym leader of Sootopolis, but something came up. So, now I've entrusted my mentor Hoenn with the gym's operation. Groudon and Kyogre, the 2 Pokemon wreaking havoc here, are considered to be super ancient Pokemon. But there aren't just two super ancient Pokemon. No, 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 this is a Pokemon game. We have trios here. Come on now. We can't just have two Pokemon fighting and call it a day. There has to be the one that keeps the balance. Somewhere, there is a super ancient Pokemon named Rayquaza. It's said that it was Rayquaza that becalmed the two combatants in the distant past. But even I have no clue as to Rayquaza's whereabouts. I might have an idea. Underneath my house in Little Root Town. Sadly, that isn't an option, so you have to click Skypella, but still, it would be funny. It would be really funny if it just lived underneath your house. It'd be horrible. It would absolutely be horrible if you lived there, because there would be a ton of evil teams always, like, scavenging around, trying to get underneath your house and everything at all moments of the day. It would suck, don't get me wrong, but, you know. Also, you'd have a legendary underneath your house, and that'd be pretty cool. You know, for all of the hassle that it would be, you would be able to say, hey, I have power right here. And that would be kind of nice, I guess. I am in a weird mood today, if you can't tell. Partially because of sleep deprivation. Also partially because my anxiety was like way high today, because I actually had to go outside today for the first time in like forever. And going outside, oh, that's a place. Oh, outside. Oh, no one wants to be outside. So, let's go ahead and start making our way over to... I don't know why I'm using fly. I can't fly to Pacific Oak Town. So let's start making our way over to the Sky Pillar, shall we? This does also bring us kind of closer to where we could fish up the Quillfish. I'm not super concerned about the Quillfish. Like, I'm not super concerned about the Seal either, because we fought against them so much. I kind of know what they do, and I kind of know their signature moves. Speaking of signature moves, there was one other move that my Lanturn tried to use. Maybe I'll run back to the move relearner once we've done with Sky Pillar, actually. That could be an idea. But there was a move that my Lanturn tried to learn that was very strange. I walked straight into that one. I walked perfectly forwards into the point when she was turning, because I thought she was going to go straight past me. I done goofed. I absolutely done goofed. If I was to go back to the move relearner, I could also go ahead and teach Dragon Breath back to my Dragapult. And while it's not the craziest difference between Dragon Pulse and Dragon Breath, it is a difference. My team's very strong. It's very strong. Right? I'm not going to sugarcoat that. My team's really damn good. Really high level, really strong Pokemon. At the end of the day, it does not matter if I have Dragon Pulse or if I have Dragon Breath. Honestly, are they going to even be able to be paralyzed when they're getting one shot? Probably not. But it'll make me feel more comfortable in the back of my mind if I have the optimal move, I guess. So we'll go ahead and we'll run back. We'll run back. Plus that'll let me actually like read the description on the Lanturn's move. It was a setup move, I remember that cursed me, which was scary, and I didn't like the sound of it. It made me uncomfortable reading it, so I didn't end up learning it. Honestly, if I didn't have to have Dive, I'd have probably kept it, because, let's be honest, who really wants to have Dive when you could have literally anything else? But, you know, we have to have it, realistically. Maybe I could have kept it on Tentacruel, and we could have just used the Lantern for, you know, battles, and not for when we're, like, traveling around, but that's not fun. That's not fun. Out of curiosity, how much does a Dragon Pulse do to a Seaking? No Lightning Rod possibility for you, buddy. It's just not gonna happen. You're gonna get bopped. You're gonna get absolutely bopped. And you know what? You're gonna get shocked. One's gonna get bopped, one's gonna get shocked. And now we need one to come out that can get burned. Sadly, this is our last Pokemon, we only have 2 Pokemon, but one needs to come out and get burned. We need to complete the trifecta, you know? But while we're speaking about trifectas, I'm just going from one tangent to another today. It is happening, I don't know. I did do one of those polls a couple days ago, and now the results are like a little bit more clearly in. And I have to say, one, I was kind of surprised at how many people actually voted on it that quickly. I mean, at the time of recording, it's been like a little over a day, I guess, like a day and a half. And it's got like 70 votes. it's a decent amount of votes. I'm actually kind of surprised that many people took the time out of their day to, you know, actually go ahead and vote. That was pretty cool. But also, where are my Pyukumuku fans? For anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about, I asked the question, which is the most fun to say? Is it A, Pyukumuku, alright, which is the correct answer. I'm not trying to, like, scoot the poll or anything, but it's the correct answer. 2 was Sudowoodo, right, because that, you know, it is fun to say. I definitely picked the top 3, and then the 3rd was Kricketune Cry of Dalalalalawu, which also is really fun to say. Don't get me wrong, they're all really fun to say. I'm just surprised that Pyukumuku didn't win. I feel like I'm part of a minority group. I also can't vote on my own polls, which I realized, because I was gonna like give it a leading start to try and get the hive mentality on my side. I sounded just like a politician, I know, but I'm trying to rig the poll. Turns out I can't even vote on my own polls. Like, I can see the results and everything just fine, but I can't actually include my own vote, which made me very sad. So I can't even represent Pyukumuku, and that makes me sad. So if someone can go and like vote on the poll for Pyukumuku for me, and just like say, I did it for you, that'd be great, you know? I'd appreciate that. Can't believe I can't vote on my own poll. But they'll probably be like every other day, maybe every 3 days, depending on how many I have in mind. I feel like this is gonna be a very slippery slope into madness. It's gonna start off with like nice, simple Pokemon questions, and it's gonna end with me like asking what could be hidden inside of the sun if you have your tinfoil hat on, and you've got a really weird conspiracy theory. I feel like we're gonna go on a very strange, slippery slope very, very quickly. But you know what? That could be fun. Right? That could be fun too. So obviously if you have your own ideas that you maybe want to throw in, that you want me to do on a poll, just go ahead and leave it as a comment. Leave it on a comment on the poll, for example. You can do that, I found out. So, you know, whichever. But now that I have unlocked Pacific Lock Town, we will go to Sky Pillar. I did want to get that unlocked though, just because, you know, we're going to have to maybe come back here if we want to catch the Rayquaza. I don't know if I'm going to catch the Rayquaza. I have Dupe, right? Realistically speaking, I have Dupe, I have a Dragapult. There's no way that I add a third dragon into the mix. Definitely not a Rayquaza. Maybe if there was like another Hoenn Form dragon type, that might tempt me. But honestly, I just like my team now. It's a good team. I don't think I'm going to change it around anymore. I don't think there's a Pokemon left. Apart from maybe if you can actually get the Oreo version Evolution, maybe if you can get that, that might be the only exception to this. But I think I'm going to keep my team as is. I did read that you can grab, I think it was genuinely a cookie. I think the Evolution item is actually a cookie, and I mean, I need that, right? That just, something about that, it resonates in my heart, you know? Something about an Evolution item of a cookie just seems right, okay? But I think that was on, like, Route 119. I will definitely go and check that at some point. I might actually play a little bit of post-game in this. I don't know if there's actually, like, battles we can do in post-game, but there is a couple legendaries, or, well, fake Mon legendaries, I guess, that we can grab in the post-game. Might do that. Don't often do post-games, but honestly, I'm kind of curious. Oh, my, I'm terribly sorry. In my haste, I didn't notice that I'd left you behind. I've opened the locked door of Sky Pillar. Alice, let's be on our way. For a whole, like, 2 steps before you disappear. Go ahead, abandon me. Go on, go back to Sutopolis. Flee. We know you're afraid of Rayquaza, really. Go on, get out of here. Rayquaza should be farther up, yep, And then off he goes. He disappears. He's a baby. I actually quite like Wallace as a character, don't get me wrong. I also just want to call him a baby, you know? I did go ahead and grab the Mark Bike, by the way. I am now part of the Mark Bike gang, which is the inferior gang, right? It is, but, you know, I did go ahead and grab it. I don't think we actually need to use it at the moment, but it's there, right? I'm pretty sure we just step on this one and we're good. Yeah. We don't actually need the Mark Bike yet, but I wanted to go ahead and evolve the Goomy. By the way, to evolve the Goomy, it is friendship-based, so if you do get the option, capturing them in a luxury ball or a friend ball, definitely ideal. Definitely ideal. But I didn't do that, so oh well. Hey Rayquaza, how you doing? He awakens. You roar. You fly off. You disappear. And before we chase after him, we're going to go on a little bit of a diversion. Just a slight diversion. Just while it's still in my mind. We're going to go to Falaba Town. And we're going to go to the move relearner. And I'm going to, 1, reread the good old move that my Lanturn learned. 2, teach Dragon Breath to Dragapult. And also check if there was any other optional moves that we could have learned, or signature moves, not optional moves, sorry. Signature moves, wait. Tentacruel. You got a new signature move. I forgot about this. This learned Overcharge, 160 base power physical that paralyzes you after you use it. It's not like Hyper Beam, you get paralyzed instead, but honestly, Cherry Berry. Just Cherry Berry. That's all you need, right? And then there's no downside to an 160 base power move to start the fight. You know how normally you have a move like Liquidation and Aqua Jet that's like base 80 and base 40? This Pokemon has a base 160 move and a base 80 priority move. You know, it's so good. It's so good. But I do want to use Patches a little bit more. But it is a really cool move, and I did feel like I needed to say that, because it is a cool move. This is the move relearner, right? Hi. I'm the move Tutor, and you can remind me... I do have a hot scale, okay, that's good. I was actually worried that I wouldn't have one of those, but you can teach me what the move was. The move was... Dark Bargain. Sharply raises speed, special attack, and accuracy, which does matter because of Siphon. Right? This does pair really nicely with Siphon. I will give it that. So honestly, maybe I will move Delete Dive before the Elite Four and come back and get Dark Bargain as an option. Because Siphon would make it so that the curse doesn't matter as much because we'd be getting the HP back. Oh, I didn't consider this because I don't think I had Siphon at the time. I think I learned this before I had the option to learn Siphon. I think they learned like at the same time, but it's at level 47 you learn Dark Bargain and then Siphon. I might be misremembering this slightly because I did train them up a little bit earlier in the day than right now, but still, that's an option. That's an option. That's not as bad as when I first read it, at least. At first, I read it and went, ew cuss. And that was pretty much that. Is there anything that Goom can learn? Maybe a non-fairy move? Bubble Beam. I mean... yeah. It's not fairy. I don't want Bubble Beam. I don't. Maybe we could even learn Surf, to be honest, on Goom. I haven't really looked through TMs and stuff. Is there anything signature that you can learn? I assume not, because you get, Fiery Darts. Yeah, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy there. It does get Dragon Breath, and Dragon Breath is technically better than Dragon Pulse. I don't know if I have 2 Hot Scales. Because if I only have 1, I'd want to keep it for the Dark Bargain on that Patches. I feel like that is actually going to be really, really nice once we can get rid of Dive. I have 1 Hot Scale. I will keep my Hot Scale for Dark Bargain. We will deal with the fact that I done goofed and taught my Dragapult Dragon Pulse. For right now, though, the Legendaries are fighting, and I'm over here looking at pretty moves. So hey, here we are. Show me the grace of the dragon that descends from the sky. Show me him. Enough with the teenagers fighting. Show me the dragon. There he be. There he be. Majestic. Beautiful. Green. Green? Really? Green? That's majestic, beautiful. I really wanted to go for like 3 in a row of pretty words, but green is really the thing that my brain came up with to end that. Just green. Not wrong at least, but like, wow, green. Yeah. Still trying to think of a third word. The only other word that's come into my head since then is loud, which, you know, that's... This isn't going well. I can't... apparently 2 is the limit for compliments to legendary Pokemon. We stick with 2. We don't advance past 2. Either way, let's go ahead and speak to some people over here. Carlos. The leaders of Team Magma and Aqua, I don't think they meant harm. It wouldn't hurt to hear what they have to say for themselves. That's right, I have to speak to you first. Kyogre and Groudon both flew off to who knows where. Whoever in Hoenn has returned to its normal state. Maybe what we were trying to do was something small, even meaningless to Pokemon. Yep. So the super ancient Pokemon weren't only Groudon and Kyogre. After all our fruitless scheming and frantic efforts, that one Pokemon's simple actions put everything right again as if nothing had happened. Yep. It was that simple. Alas, my eyes didn't deceive me. Thanks to your help, Sutopolis, no. All of Hoenn was saved. On behalf of the people, I thank you. This is a gift from me. Please accept it. Waterfall. That's also a move that I'm gonna have to learn, huh? Yeah, I don't want Waterfall. I'll definitely teach Waterfall to... Tentacruel. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe what we'll do is we'll bring Tentacruel along instead of... I don't know. I kind of want to keep Dodrio for Fly, because it's just convenient, but, you know. Maybe we'll put Sylviper away for Tentacruel while we're going through the Victory Road, because there might be like a lot of ground types in Victory Road. And that way we can have Dive, Waterfall, Surf, you know, things that we need. Although we'll also need Strength and Rock Smash, probably. Ah, the need for HMs. That is the one thing about these newer games that I am really thankful that we don't have to deal with. I am thankful that we don't have to worry about the HMs anymore. Some people want HMs back, which I think is absolutely wild. I don't know why anyone would ever want to have a Pokemon have HMs again. That is blasphemy, to be honest. But, I don't know. People are weird. People are weird. Honestly, I feel like we can go ahead and just do the gym leader. I don't think he's going to be particularly difficult. And I also don't have to worry about any trainers in this gym because, you know, I've only done the puzzle like 9,000 times. So, let's go ahead and lead with... Do we want to try and get like an Abyssal Lure off and get the special attack boost to start? That could be kind of fun. Sure, let's lead with our own water type. Maybe they'll even like lead with Drizzle or something like a rain team. But let's lead with our water type. Let me ask you, did you know? Ah, I should not be so coy. It was I who taught Wallace everything there is to know about Pokemon. Once, I'd given up my position as the gym leader. In my place, I'd entrusted Wallace with the gym. However, a compelling reason arose for me to make a comeback. Yeah, he got promoted, so you had to, you know, step in. Ah, but enough chatter. Let us begin our match, shall we? Please, you shall bear witness to our artistry. A grand illusion of water sculpted by Pokemon and myself. I'm going to send out a ghost Pokemon that's going to spook you, okay? And it's going to spook all of your little dancers, and they're all going to get bopped. Mantine, that's annoying. Level 54. Hot damn. Okay, alright, that's a reasonable level on that thing you got there, huh? It's a reasonable level. I'm going to go for the Siphon. Like, I know this thing has mad special defense, but also we have mad special attack. Not a huge amount of damage. Definitely not the best. Scald. No burning. No burning. No burning. No burning. No burning. How much does Abyssal Lure do? Base 70 power is still decent. I want to finish it with Abyssal Lure, for sure. Okay. Okay. I think we can go for like one more Siphon to get a little bit of HP back, and then we can Abyssal Lure, we'll get the boost, and then we have like the whole chain start going. So we'll go for the Siphon, we do have to land Siphon, which is scary, but we're gonna try it. There we go, there we go. 75% accuracy, by the way. 75%. can be scary. Why did you have to crit then? Patches. Patches. That wasn't the plan. Groudon. That's scary. You know what would be nice? Not being in with Patches anymore. That makes me sad. That makes me sad. But we can, however, go into Goom. Because I'm expecting a Dark-type move. If it doesn't go for something like Knockoff, I would be confused. Night Slash, that's fine. We resist that. You're going to do, like, nothing because we have just a hulking massive HP. And we can go ahead and Maya Surge. Because that does get changed into a Fairy-type move. I don't know if the Silk Scarf takes effect. I'm assuming it doesn't. But also, damage. We should not be able to one-shot something 4 levels higher than us with 300 HP. This has been my TED Talk on why Goom is dumb. But also, I love him. Okay, I love Goom. Goom is great. Maya Surge again. Do it again. Do it again. It was funny the first time, but do it again. One-shot it without it being super effective. That'd be funny. But also really scary. Please don't. It wouldn't, right? It's a Whiscash. Whiscash is pretty... did a lot of damage. That did a really good amount of damage, actually. Earthquake. How much does that do to us? That's a stab base 100 power move that's neutral. Did like... what did that do? Like 70 damage? That's just... oof. That's just an oof. Politoed, please? Can you actually beat Goom? Because, I mean, I have Recover. Perish Song. That will beat Goom. That will do it, you know? That will do it. I'll give you that one. You might have got me there. Okay. God, that damage is so crazy. Jeez. The Perish Count fell. The Perish Count doesn't actually matter, though. We'll go for a Moonraiser to mix it up a bit. You know, why not, right? At the end of the day, it'll still deal the damage. Scald in the rain does... You know, I did say, not that long ago, when we got, like, the egg Pokemon or whatever, and we got the Shuckle, that I didn't want to use defensive Pokemon. Is Goom a defensive Pokemon? What is Goom? What would you classify Goom as? Other than broken. Just Maya Surge, the Kingdra. I don't care if it's level 57. I feel like I'm gonna go into the Elite Four like a good 10 levels lower than them and still be just completely fine. I feel so bad. This wasn't how I planned this to go. I planned to win this with Patches. But also, this was kind of funny too. I had a fun time. 307 HP, plus 5 HP, plus 4 special attack, plus 2 defenses. Those stat gains are just wild. Haha, that was splendid. A truly marvelous battle. Honestly, maybe I did fight him with my own elegance. I have a crown. Goom's elegant. Goom's an artiste, you know. Ha! Excellent, very well. You're the winner. From you, I sense the brilliant shine of skill that will overcome all. However, compared with me, or even Wallace, you are lacking in elegance. Say that to the crown. Perhaps I should make you a loan of my outfit? No. I have a crown. Well, Goom has a crown. I don't have a crown. I have, like, a headband thing. Like, the white... That's not Brendan's hair, right? Brendan, like, wears a cap or whatever. I don't know, it throws me off. Brendan's weird. I don't like Brendan. His appearance is weird. I merely jest. Rather than my clothes, I shall reward you with this, the rain badge. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Brendan's hair isn't white. Although, because of the sprite you see all the time, it's very easy to think that it's white. Mind blown. TM03, which if I'm not mistaken would be Water Pulse. Contains Scald! Scald. Scald's not bad. Scald's not bad. I don't know if we have anyone that would really use it. I mean, we have Pokemon that would use it, but I don't know if we have, like, space to use it, essentially. Because I don't want to put it on my water types. Goom can learn it, though. Goom will get Scald. Absolutely. Absolutely. Realistically speaking, my side is just better than Moonrazor in almost all situations because it becomes Fairy type. However, I don't see myself using Dazzle Dust. Maybe I'm wrong on this, maybe I'll fight like a really bulky Pokemon, like maybe the gym or the champion will have their own Goom, and then I'd want to Dazzle Dust it, but also, I don't know, I don't care for Dazzle Dust. I don't care for halving the HP when I do so much damage to things that I practically one-shot them anyway. There's no reason for it. Ever, to be honest, there's just not really a reason for it, so I guess we're just gonna go ahead and learn Scald instead, and we will be a-okay. Look at all of these trainers that we didn't have to fight. I repelled the trainers away, that was the plan. But for right now, that is where we are going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. Overall, pretty fun episode. I do quite like this team. As I did say, we might go ahead and take Tentacruel back and swap some things around so that we can get like all of our HMs in place for the Victory Road. But as for right now, if you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado,